Thank you all for coming. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for reading my book. I like people who read my books, generally speaking.
Welcome to the program. We'll be giving you in-depth coverage of the Lazarus Project and community reaction to the novel.
We will be giving you references to biographies, social class issues, diversity, and other work that he has written. Let's get started.
The novel works like a perfect pendulum clock, jumping back and forth between the story of a Jewish anarchist, Lazarus Averbrook, killed by the Chicago police chief, Shippey. In the early 20th century, the early 21st century Bosnian columnist who tries to capitalize on his Lazarus research and find his own peace of mind.
Here's a small biography about Alexander Hamon. Alexander Hamon was born on September 9th, 1964 in Sarajevo, Bosnia. Hamon graduated from the University of Sarajevo and was a published writer in former Yugoslavia by the time he was 26. He is a Bosnian-American fiction writer and currently lives in Chicago with his family.
Sasha Heman, also known as Alexander Heman, was into history when he was writing the book. The purpose for writing the book was to discover why the 19-year-old Lazarus Averbrook was killed by a police chief in Chicago. He traveled around the world to Sarajevo, Moldova, and looked into references in Chicago. He did this to create a firm background of the history that he was diving into.
The writing styles that Alexander Heman uses, he states that he never wants to give his readers messages in his book. He also pointed out that he believes in literature is not really entertainment like TV or movies. Rather, literature should mean something deeper to the condition of the human spirit.
He said if you wanted entertainment, you should get 2 hookers and an 8-ball, or just get a bunch of cocaine.
Another thing he uses is semicolons, and they're used a lot in the Lazarus Project. He's noted for many semicolons throughout the book. Semicolons, he believes, are used to give the reader a sense that the characters move in between the stories. He didn't exactly want run-on sentences.
Other books he has written: Love and Obstacles, Nowhere Man, The Question of Bruno.
Let's go out to the field to talk to community members about the Lazarus Project.
Hey guys, I'm here with Janet Wagner. She's going to give us a review for the book. What did you like about the book specifically, or did you not like it? What were your feelings on it?
Okay, I like the book, but also this is the second time I've read it. The author of the book came to my college about 3 or 4 years ago, and the whole college had to read the book, and everybody who worked at the college read the book. So I read the book the first time about 3 or 4 years ago, and I heard Alexander Heman give a lecture on it. That was back in Indiana. So, and I remember being kind of confused by the book. I didn't expect the ending. I was wondering what all that soul searching was about, and I didn't really get very far in my feelings about the book. This time, when I read it a second time, I got a lot more out of it. I was just delighted with the style of the book, all of his kind of jokes and double meanings and satire. All of a sudden it kind of dawned on me that a lot of the book was enjoyable just for the writing. And the story really affected me more the second time too, because I realized that I was looking for a traditional kind of novel plot, and this was just not it. So once I gave up on that, I really did start to get into the book more. But I will say that his lecture tonight clarified for me even more some of the meaning of the book, especially the identity problems that the main character had, and working through it by showing us how he projected himself on everyone else, and the importance of the death narratives came through more too this time. So that's about it.
All right. Hey guys, I'm here with Kathy Sablanca. She's a librarian at the Peoria Public Library. I just want to get your take on how the One Book Home Community Project works with the entire community, how you can incorporate people from Northern and the library, and how what Did you feel that the book was a really good choice for this year at all?
Well, I had to read it twice, and the first time I read it, I didn't like it, and the second time I read it, I thought it was brilliant, and I was really hoping that community and northern students would at least attempt to read it, and to see what they could get out of it. In terms of working together, it's in a way, I mean, it's wonderful to work together because I think the university and the community, they support one another and they need to work together. Choosing a book is really hard to please both those communities because you're pleasing young people and then you're also trying to please more mature people. And like this year, we're having a really hard time making that decision, trying to figure out how to please both ends. So it's a real challenge, and like after, when you love the book and you just hope that other people can see the value of it, and then when you have the author come in, that usually really helps.
Kelly and Ellie deserve an A.
Here is a small biography about Alexander Hamon. He was born on September 9th, 1964, in Sarajevo, Bosnia. Should I just start over? I was trying to think of what it was.
You're like Sarajevo, Bosnia.
Alright. Start from the beginning, I'm sorry.
I don't care. Here's a small biography. Here's a small biography about Alexander Hamon. He was born on September 9th, 1964 in Sarajevo, Bosnia. Hamon was graduated from the University of Sarajevo and was a published writer in former Yugoslavia. By the time he was 26, he is Bosnian, American fiction writer, and currently lives in Chicago with his family. God damn it!